gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Wake up, Mr. Webb! Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Wake up, Mr. Webb!
What's up? We're second jiving over here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of LeighAlity TV. Right here in the mix with my brother Brian. Good time. What up? Kenny Murdoch, motherfucker, what to do? Each and every Wednesday, strongarm.com, LeighAlity TV. Woo! We just working.
Cowabunga! Lee's new slogan. Woo!
I asked Kenny if that could be my slogan. Woo!
I think it's been done. It's been done.
What a baldy face.
Yeah, I went to get a haircut.
What up, baldy face?
And they chopped everything off. The barber was like, "Do you trust me?" And I'm like, and you took the buzzer.
Look, I'm not gonna be here. It looks like you don't have a beard at all.
Oh, Jesus
Guys,
Christ.
he's got like the 9:30 shadow, so he's got something going on.
And this is gonna last like 2 weeks.
When you were done, did you tell him that he did a good job?
I gave him a tip, I guess.
That's telling me he did a good job.
Awkward ass penguin.
I had a fucked up shape up one time. Like my thing comes down like this, and I got my thing like this. And the one time he took out like this middle part, so it was just like a mustache and a beard line, but not like this whole connecting structure in this vicinity. And I was like, dude, what'd you do? He's like, what? I'm like, who the fuck wears their face like that? And I looked up at him, and he had it. I'm like,
well, that's what you get for going to a non-Dominican for a Dominican beer.
He's absolutely correct. I mean, it was like one white kid in the world that knows how to cut hair, and that's the dude Sal from Profiles, and it's like
Profiles.
It's only because he was the Todigy. He was like
the Todigy?
Yeah, because my
explain that Todigy to the audience.
Well, Todd's the best haircutter ever, and he's his student.
Right.
So he's the Todigy.
He was the Todigy. Thank you, Kenny.
That's legit. That's really the.
That's legit. and the chairs are right here.
That's awesome. All right.
Ding, 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 ding. One for Kenny, man.
All right.
I thought I told you this already.
Nah.
That's
funny. Hilarious. I just thought you were being a retard with a speech impediment. Normal.
No, it's mushing words together like that other thing I do.
Exactly. You're mashing them
it's
up.
Hilarious.
I hate the fact that I'm like that. My face is the most baby here. Like I used to, I used to have competition.
It is unfortunate.
No,
the winter is awesome for beards. Like that's what beards are really for.
Yeah, beards are a winter thing.
You know, a scarf and a beard, and your winter doesn't exist to you.
I know.
Oh yeah,
So last week we had the awesome Justin McDonald. Struggling artist.
Struggling. He was funny.
He was funny. Last week we also had a spontaneous appearance from the hilarious veteran comedian Andrew Barrett. And wonderful enough, we have him in the studio with us this evening.
Mr. Barrett!
And we'll be bringing him over in a little bit. But guys, last week, that Shaker show, come on, man, we did awesome. I am like extremely proud of all of us. Like, between Brian, we're coordinating the comics, us just making it happen, the whole thing went down seamlessly. Pope of Hollywood brought through that broad the
carrot tractor, right?
The carrot tractor. He
tries to say caricature.
He's a retard with a speech impediment.
I couldn't say character actor.
Character actor. Roger Pedactor.
No, I'm gonna say it.
One day.
Character. No.
Next time you see somebody like looking fucking weird, you call him a carrot tractor. That's what you
carrot tractor.
Me and him were on stage in front of a ton of people. Yes. I'm trying to sound this word out. I get like 4 stabs at it. He's like, did you just say carrot tractor?
You had to have been there. You got to come to the next LeighAlity show.
Oh, he died, man. We'll both be on stage at the Clarion on March 4th.
Yeah, and it went all toward the vets too. All the proceeds.
Yeah, it certainly did.
Each veteran comedian got paid a pretty decent amount. The room was packed out.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It was a great time.
Yeah, we did it. We did a really good job on promotion.
And we support our veterans. Booyah!
Pyro.
Sound effects. So then what else? I mean, my favorite. What was your favorite part of that show?
My favorite part of the show had to be Lisa Bollettieri.
Everybody loved it. I missed it. I was like,
she was if you didn't know, the Veterans Comedy Assault is this group of veterans that learned how to do stand-up comedy through Project 9line, and a few other veteran comics who also joined. We all created the Veterans Comedy Assault. I'm the only non-veteran part of it. But Lisa Bollettieri learned how to do comedy last year in the class, and now it's been a year.
She's
and
a natural.
She's not.
She seems it. She certainly seems it.
She's not, and then it took her I've only seen her go up on stage maybe 7 or 8 times throughout the year, but slowly she's getting better and better and better, and now she just killed it, and it was an awesome
I heard
feeling.
she murdered. I'm so upset I missed that.
And Rego murdered too.
Rego always murders, man. And one of my favorite parts of that show was how hard Kenny laughed at one of John Rego's jokes. And we all support, we all laugh at what's funny, but to make a comedian laugh hard is tough, is challenging.
Very, very.
Well, you're talking about them like they're a bunch of retards with athletes. They're funny people who happen to shoot bullets at 10 people. That's really all that. They're what I'm saying. I'm not gonna bring Corky to the NBA and be like, hey, you tried really hard, Corky.
Yeah.
But these guys are funny
dudes.
dudes.
Can I have the other one too?
Oh yeah, we didn't do that. We didn't do that ritual.
Another highlight of this show was actually Andrew Barrett.
Andrew Barrett was
Destroyed it.
Hilarious. Right? And I still mean, not to discredit him at all. I mean, he was hilarious. But Carrot Track that, I've been laughing all week about. Did you just say Carrot Track that? What's wrong with you?
Out of all the comedians, out of anything there, you're laughing at Carrot Tractor.
That's the fact that you're a moron who doesn't know your own language.
Right,
That's what you're laughing the hardest at.
At the one.
What was your favorite moment, Kenny?
The whole night was pretty good. Just the whole atmosphere and how quickly it came together.
It was
it
was great energy in there.
Yeah. That's the first thing he said. He feels rooms out, and he walks in and he goes, "This is good energy." all right, we're gonna do well.
His Shaka Stones felt it.
My Shockers did felt it.
Yeah.
My Shockers did
You
felt it.
shocker stone? You just the air. Oh, it's nice. I like it. Oh. That's gonna be a really good night.
Chakras.
Chakra. That's the chakra. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink on each hand. Chakra. He laughs at anything. This guy literally, you could just dangle. Here, let's see. Let's see something. Let's see if this works. It's working.
Go away, you're an idiot.
He's an infant.
Sweet air.
Oh, it's so funny.
LeighAlity.
I was trying to jack balloon helium from the dollar store.
Oh yeah, again. When were you trying to do this?
Before the show when I got the plastic cups.
So you're trying to jack helium, like the tank itself?
Well, I was asking the lady if she could get me some, on the side or whatever.
But for what purpose?
So I can walk around sounding squeaky.
I can understand stealing, nitrous.
Yeah, I know.
But stealing.
Or a whole
helium?
bunch.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of LeighAlity TV. No, it's not
Maybe
funny.
a bunch of whipped cream things even for
Yeah.
whippets. Yeah, I really want to steal stuff, so I talk funny all day long.
Yeah, it sounds stupid, dude. Don't do that.
I wanted
Glad
to
you
jack
can't do it on your own.
Other people are like, I want to jack prescription drugs. Oh, give me all the Vicodin. You're like, no, just give me the fucking helium. I'm gonna sound funny when I got
free
transmission.
stuff, man. I don't know, whatever.
Hello, I'm an automatic transmission specialist. I do trainings by day.
Shut up, hose boy. All right.
Oh God.
What's next? We have topics. There was a football game.
Oh yeah, there was I think it was called the Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Football game. There was a football game during the Bruno Mars concert.
Oh yeah, that's how you look at it.
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing. I turned it on. I saw the halftime show, and I went back to sleep. And then like 2 days later or something.
You're a disgrace to men.
Whatever. 2 days later, I hear everybody bitching about Beyonce being all racist on the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that Fruity concert.
Nah, whatever.
No, but she was being really.
Super racist.
How do you guys feel about that? Like, do you guys find what she did racist? Like, what, because she was in the Black Panthers costumes, or like what?
I think she I actually think it's been a few months since there's been a black, like a cop. I feel like people are trying to like go past it. I guess I feel like society might be a little bit, and like she's just going back to it. Like I don't know if that's just me.
I don't know. I mean, she's like, everybody's like, well, if we would have came out dressed up like KKK members, everybody would.
But that's really extreme.
It was super duper tasteless of her to dress up like that. But at the same time, too, everybody's like, it's all the white people going, oh, we need to move past it. Why are you trying to rip off the Band-Aid of history? Like, why can't you just let it heal? And like, there is no equality. You know what I mean? There really is. There is racism running rampant still, and it's something that we really couldn't understand. So, but that's just super crazy to me to think that they let her go on the Super Bowl as a Black Panther. You know what I mean?
Well, because they were playing the Panthers. Is like that? Like, is that anything to do with it?
Maybe I don't know, dude. But
it was.
Not playing the Black Panthers.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there a team called the Black Panthers?
No.
It's just the regular Panthers.
Carolina Panthers. I don't know. I feel like I don't know this Ferguson thing and everything. It's I really don't know how I feel.
My opinion is the media is trying to separate, keep segregation while alive. Is how I feel. The media is trying to do type of things.
The media controls everything. They control everyone's viewpoints.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but I just feel like she it came out of the blue. I feel because nothing recently happened that really needed like backing. I feel I don't know. I don't know if that's just me thinking weird.
The real it's such a charged topic, and it's such a loaded question, and the sad part is the denial of all these people online saying things like, "Oh, Beyonce got fat," like they still wouldn't fuck her. That's the travesty of this whole.
That's the worst part of the whole thing.
You gotta be kidding me! All these people, well, I would never. Bullshit! You put half of those men in the room with Beyonce at any point. Beyonce could still gain 30 pounds, and I would eat her pussy anytime.
And the butthole.
Poop comes out there.
You know what's funny for me about the whole situation though, that I have a ton of I hate cops. I really do. Like I'm just like cops and I'm just like every time they give you a ticket, I hate the entire process of cops. The fact that they have to go out of their way to screw you over to make money, and they call that they
call that justice.
And they call it justice, and even the red light cameras and everything about cops, it just irks me.
The judicial system.
Yeah, but at the same time, I have many friends that are NYPD cops. Many. I have at least 10 friends.
I got something. Nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
But at the same time, like I don't really have too many friends who really got racially, who really feel like cops have been against them. I don't really have too many of those.
I mean, I get profiled by everybody that looks at me. Yeah. I look a certain type of way. I must be like some kind of ridiculous animal, And I could remember the first time I encountered a police officer without being profiled as this type of whatever I look like, And it was just a legit stop. It wasn't get out of the car. What's in the car?
Where's the meth? Who's in the trunk?
Pull your sleeves up. I mean, and I was like, and one time, no shit, man, I was right by my parents' house where I grew up. I was in my Maxima. I pull up, roll slow, and I come right to the thing, pop the clutch, make a lot of smoke. I just gotta go, whatever. I'm going to the gas station to get an egg sandwich. It was necessary at the time.
The gas station to get an egg sandwich?
Well, the deli was in the thing,
okay.
you know? And, and I get pulled over, boom, right? 1, 2, 3. And he's like, what happened when back there? I was like, you know, it's a bag of shit. I like beating on it, you know, whatever. He says, okay, he goes, pull up your sleeves. I says, for what? He's like, you look like a dope head. And I says, you know, if you weren't wearing that costume, I would kick you square in the fucking balls right now. Just like that. And he looks at me and he's like, well, I'm wearing this costume. And I was like, this motherfucker. Like, you call me a dope head. What's wrong with you, man? I smoke weed, I drink, I do my thing, and I don't do drugs, man. You know, like...
You're funny. You know what I constantly think? That I give blood all the time. You know, all the time. And, like, you know, I have marks clearly in my arms all the time. And I give it, like, every once a month.
You pull out that Gallon Club, you don't gotta say nothing to nobody.
Yeah, but, like, really? Like, look, like, it looks like I do heroin.
I guess I got a spot, too.
Dare to say no to drugs and violence.
I dare to say yes. Oh man, I don't know. We're just running wild this evening. We have a pick of the week. It's our buddy Status. He's been here a couple of times. He's awesome. It's his birthday yesterday, so I just want to give him the pick of the week. I like the song. I like the video. It's called Our House. It's he's Status 631, so he represents the Strong Island as we do. And when we come back, we will have our guest Andrew Barrett. So pick of the week, ladies and gentlemen, Our House, Status 631. Oh.
This is our house. This is our house. Come on in, take off shoes. Better listen in if you know what's good for you. You better sit down, take a note or two. This is our house and I don't know shit to do.
Realize where I'm living, no fucks is what I'm getting. This is my house, no doubt, we about our business. On the mic, fighting to go from rags to riches. Beautiful women, looking like model figures, kicking it with us. We hyping the crowd to see how loud we can get them. I'm telling you now, this is my house, so respect when you step in. I'm always at it, status always the baddest. Imagine himself rapping, he rocking from LA to Manhattan. City hopping the country, knowing best. The back of building support and shows the realness attracts them. I'm just looking for the respect I deserve. I'm giving you my word, whether you like me or not, I'ma be heard. 3H in the building on styles, what you be feeling. Hip-hop won't stop, it got status, you gotta lyrically kill him. That's some big words, I'm underrated and hated. I'm doing something right, bitch, I made it.
Come on in, take off shoes. Better listen in if you know what's good for you. You better sit down, take a note or two. This is our house and I don't know shit to you. Come on in, take off shoes. Better listen in if you know what's good for you. You better sit down, take a note or two. This is our house and I don't know shit to you.
It's showtime, lights, cameras, action. Moving the crowd, making movies on stage, rapping. The competition sit back to witness a vision only their dreams can give them. They need to shut up and listen. Shows only cost if you can't sell. Maybe the truth is you should reevaluate yourself. Take the time and listen to your shit. I'm so diverse, I'm swerving. There's no specific lanes I'm in. This reality check of demand and respect towards a fatality next. If it don't come correct, that is not to play games with the mic. What you will consider a hobby to me, I consider my life. There's no thrill I get, the script so real I bet. You addicted like pills, replace the ink with the pen. Here I do it again, Tony producing the gem. You should've known this, I own this Long Island, I represent.
Come on in, take off shoes. Better listen in if you know what's good for you. You better sit down, take a note or two. This is our house and I don't know shit to you. Come on in, take off shoes. Better listen in if you know what's good for you. You better sit down, take a note or two. This is our Come on in, take off shoes. Better listen in if you know what's good for you. You better sit down, take a note or two. This is our house and I don't know shit to you.
I love that video.
So shout out Status 631. Happy birthday, my
And
brother.
M. Hart.
That's my brother for you, M Hart. That's she's what's up. Andrew Barrett, ladies and gentlemen, going
How
up.
are you?
My big boy, what does it do? Man, what's going on, man?
Lee, I'll give you $10 if you could say caricature.
Is that how you say it?
Caricature.
Say it slow.
Caricature.
Damn, dog.
That
Oh,
was, in
that's
his defense, that's the closest he's gotten so
That's
far.
true.
I don't need $10.
I don't think I can say it either.
See, that's how you know you've been hanging out with Lee for too long. He's infiltrated you like a parasite.
Caricature. I had to have
I'm good at being infectious.
carrot tractor.
Carrot tractor. This is. Did you just say carrot tractor? God, I
See,
died.
now you're not letting me make fun of him.
Caricature.
It's gonna be a drinking game soon for all 2 people watching. Every time he says carrot tractor, take a shot.
Every
You
time
guys
someone
get
says
shit
it correctly, pound
Dude,
it
I'm
in.
sorry. It's been 20 minutes. I'm fucking hammered.
The full
Oh,
case every
it's
time
funny.
I watch LeighAlity TV.
So Andrew Barrett, what's going on, man? For the people that may not know you, can you look in the camera and tell the people who you are, where you from, what do you do?
My name's Andrew Barrett. I'm originally from Long Island. I'm an Army veteran. I do stand-up comedy now. I was in the show on Saturday. I thought I did okay.
Yeah, you
We all thought you did great, man.
I had a joke that went over well about eating pussy.
Yeah, I know. It was
Those are my
spectacular.
credits, ladies.
He has this joke that he could only
I
tell
never seen him do it because we're never on a
Never had an
stage.
elevated
on a raised stage.
If we did it in my backyard, you would have had your face in dog poo.
Yeah.
You know, like I got a little stage in my backyard, but it's like this high out the
By
ground.
the way, the phrase "if we did it in my backyard."
First
There we
time,
go.
first time I ever seen you do comedy was Even Flow, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I think, right? Or no,
Yeah.
was it the... Or
Yeah,
was
when so someone put on a show. Yeah, well, it was Even Flow.
was it
Best
the
kind of
one
flow
in
to
the
have.
Amityville?
No, Amityville.
It was after.
Amityville was the first show with Project 9line I did with you guys, but you and I met before that.
Yeah, and he went on the show, and he just like did the pussy joke, and I was just like, he's fucking hysterical. I'm like, you
Yeah.
have to be on everything.
yeah, even Flo has a big stage like that.
Yeah.
Hilarious,
Rest in
man.
peace, Even Flow closed
Oh,
over the
yeah.
weekend.
Did they close, right? And are they buying the Grizzlies, right? He moved to Grizzlies, or
I don't know if they're moving yet. He's not sure yet.
Grizzlies closed?
Grizzlies closed?
That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
that sucks. It's a good Long Island
Grizzlies
venue
terrible.
for. No, I'm talking about Even Flow. Fuck
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Even Flow had a good reputation for up and coming artists.
Yeah, it was a good eclectic group that was there, and Daniel.
They had good wings too.
Yeah, great wings. Daniel supported local music, and
Someone to take you 8.0 and
I
good.
would say local comedy, but really I'm the only comedian, Danny.
I went to go do one of those 2 of those open mics, but I never did them.
That's true.
Yeah, I never did those open mics over there.
You did the show there on my birthday. Last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, I did.
Andrew, how long you been doing comedy, my brother?
About almost 4 years if you subtract one year that the Army made me go to the sandbox for like a year.
So tell us.
I like how he calls it the sandbox.
But I had a non-combat deployment, so like that's how I describe it. It was just hot as shit and uncomfortable. You know, like 130. I mean, I'm like 130 degrees. This is terrible. You know, it'd be worse if people were shooting at me.
Yeah. It's true.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you need, just like we need behind the scenes to do this, you need behind the scenes to, out there and shoot guns.
Yeah, I mean, I was
You're
a
a
medic.
medic, right?
Yeah, I was a medic.
So,
So I didn't insert bullets. I removed them.
you've removed them.
Have you ever removed a bullet?
A bullet? No, I've cut open a throat before.
Cut open the throat?
For what reason?
Emergency tracheotomy.
No, it was.
It was a
no,
brown guy
I-
got in the hospital.
It was post-op, and they didn't get rid of the Adam's apple yet, so
Oh.
I had to help out.
It's really nice.
That's why, some people join the military just for the medical benefits. You know that, right? That's like one of those things people do.
Are you saying that's what Caitlyn Jenner did?
Is she military? He, she?
No, I think
Is
I think
she?
he became a she to avoid vehicular manslaughter.
Oh.
Pretty
Correct.
sure that was it.
So can you explain this throat thing? Like, what actually
An
happened?
emergency craniotomy. If you feel your Adam's apple right here, right below the part that protrudes the most, there's a little soft spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's about half an inch long, and you slice that in half, and you
Long
pry
ways or vertical?
both actually.
Oh,
You
wow.
use a scalpel like that, and then
didn't
you
like touching
pull
it. I
pull
didn't
it
touch
apart,
it.
and you put a tube down it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be if anything happened to your face and you couldn't breathe.
Really?
Or if you're
Facial
So somebody's
trauma,
face
trauma,
was, like,
trauma to the
totally
roof of your
melted off.
mouth, especially because if there's trauma to the roof of your mouth, then I can't open up your nasal airway or your oral airway.
Or if you're in Borneo hunting anacondas and you get a water rat in your throat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
That happens. all the
Swamp rats
I
do.
mean, anytime I'm in that situation, I'm with John Voight, so I'm more afraid of anacondas.
Yeah,
I was-
you'd feel safe. In
I always feel like I have a very feminine neck because my Adam's,
what the fuck?
my Adam's apple never protrudes.
Well,
It
stop
never.
lotioning it.
It might be because
Yeah,
I'm fat.
your neck turns me on.
I think you're really just cushioning your.
I'm
your
just
Adam's
cushioning.
apple.
You know, maybe I'll make that a stand-up joke. Like I always feel like I have a feminine neck.
No, just get on stage before you say anything. Introduce yourself. Anything. Just start like.
Do I have a
Like you're
feminine
looking at
neck?
the mirror.
My name's Brian Cataya. Do I have a feminine neck?
Does this look like a manly neck?
I'm writing it down, guys.
I need the
You're
icebox
watching-
challenge for my neck.
You're watching material being produced right now.
Andrew Barrett, what was your favorite part of Saturday's show that you were so greatly a part of?
My favorite part, I thought that was Rich's best performance. Rich cracks me up. Any
did
man that misogynistic in a house full of women is just funny to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really want him to write a joke about all of them having their periods and call it Shark Week. But we've yet to get that joke. But hey, here's hoping.
You got that?
Yeah. Do you know?
Manny's always the best too.
Manny's
Manny's great.
Will is very consistent. He's always killing it.
It's such a
We're
great
a
group
bunch
of
of people.
people. It's such a great group of
That's
people.
what I like about working with your guys.
And we
You know what
actually
I mean?
like each other too.
You guys are cool. You could deal with each other on a personal level. Nobody talks shit about nobody. Everybody's
We
cool.
do, just to each other's faces. That's actually all we do.
It's not your typical comic long out on scene. I mean, Kenny, if you
I remember Manny
chime
came
in.
up to me at that show. He goes, "Yo, Andrew, I want to smoke weed before I go on. But here's the thing: I don't want to smoke my weed. I want to smoke your weed."
Who said that?
Manny, like,
Yeah, it's funny.
I guess I'll see you
so
outside.
I gave him some. Like,
Yeah.
why not? Of course.
You know, and it's like you guys, it's a good vibe. You guys are cool, and people that come around you are cool. You know, like all of that. It's not like
We got good supporters.
going to open mic around here is like once you're out of earshot, people are talking shit. Like, you know, oh fucking Lee West, you know, like whatever. I don't know what people say because
Or
I can't
comedians
hear them, man.
trying not to laugh at you.
Yeah.
Right.
That's always got me like, dude, you look constipated. Like you can just
let
laugh
it
at one
out,
of
man.
Yo, just choose one of my jokes to laugh at. That's fine. You just,
It would definitely be the feet kicking. The feet kicking would be the one I fucking fall double over on.
And I feel like we're making an impact on the Long Island comedy scene too. You got Manny who hosts Bartini Bar. We have Kenny Carr opening up the other one, and they're part of the Veterans Comedy now. And like hopefully, the good vibes. Maybe we're making a movement on Long Island.
Oh wait, Kenny Carr is the one doing shakers?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he was the one we were
The guy
going
with
to
the
put on.
glasses.
should I double fist or shit?
Yeah, double fist.
How did you feel about the whole thing? Did
I thought you-
you
I
feel?
thought
Did you
you
like
did
see this vibe that we're talking about or no? I don't know. I'm just curious.
You mean like the whole, the uniform, like the unity of it and everything?
The
like
unity
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
comics.
that?
Like,
When you like each other, you work well. There's no drama. There's no bullshit backstage. There's no. It clicks, and that's a lot of people to click. But I mean, you all share that common bond of being veterans.
they're used. That's what it is. They're used to their camaraderie of, the United States.
We're used to being stuck with different people from everywhere, so you got to get used to everybody.
And I guess that's like something like all comics should go to boot camp first.
Yeah.
But
And
those
then I
comics
come
would die in the
out.
first fucking week of
Yeah.
bootcamp.
It's fucking.
Yeah, I mean, we would have lost every fat comic ever
That's cool because like then like some like EW initials would have never even existed, and that'd be cool.
Have you ever seen pictures of Manny when he was serving? He had like a six-pack.
Ripped, dude.
Get out of here.
Like,
No,
pictures.
swear to it.
Yeah, you saw pictures and you see like it's all old. It looks like one of those crumpled up photos.
Right,
but
black and white,
you see him
granulated
just like
and shit.
on the
He's
beach going like
109.
this.
Right.
Yeah, he's
In tugboat years.
tugboat years. Dude, I feel like
He's got 1.5 million hours on him. You know, because you count those things in hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you have
You
now?
count ships in hours. How many hours?
Yeah, a dirt bike.
Oh,
You count a
okay.
dirt bike in hours,
Wow.
ships, boats.
Dirt bike.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you count in hours?
How long are you on
Counting
ships?
hours.
Like instead of a car has 100,000 miles on it,
Yeah.
you know,
It's hours been
a
running.
ship has like 400 million hours.
Because
on it.
nautically you can't move like the way vehicles move. Like you could chart. You could look at a car and be like, this has this many
This is
miles
how
on
far
it.
it went.
But
you
a
know?
ship itself just running is
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
just be running whether you're going at 20 knots, which is roughly 20 miles an hour, or 5 knots. You're still going to be wearing that material the same amount.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
I was in the Army, by the way, not the Navy. I don't know.
No.
I just like to know things.
He's like a regular boat, a boat you buy, you know, to use on the bay is the same. You know, it's judged in the same manner, and also
Yeah, my uncle had boats going.
you know, dirt bikes and everything else. It was a saying about it.
The more you know.
Bro,
G.I. Joe.
Andrew the Great American Hero. Yeah. So Andrew Barrett.
Should we just do like random facts? Do you know what GI stands for?
Yeah, the geonecologist, right?
Government issue, but okay.
Oh.
Government issue Joe. That sounds like a shitty name.
Yeah, Joe is a regular person. Like government
Government
issue.
issue. Like, he could
like we're all the same. Like we're gonna
Yeah, like an average.
He's
push
probably
out of
like-
the factory.
Cookie cutter, like
Yeah.
bumble, bumble, bump.
He's probably like just like a.
I mean, it
social
sounds better than
worker.
Jarhead. Like at least I'm not a Marine.
At least I'm not.
You're not that.
So there was like, you know, the Marines think they're like the most baddest ass, right? And then like the Army is like
Well, that's
whatever.
how you fight a war. You send the Marines in, and then you watch how they die, and then you're like, well, we should probably fight them more intelligently than that. And then you send the Army in.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So they're the pawns,
Yeah.
and you guys are like the knights, and then the Air
I'm
Force.
not-
Air Force is the bishop.
I mean, I'd like to be the castle.
From what I see, from what like working with veterans, I hear that
All those hours in the war.
Marines are the most. They have the most specialties. They go into the most combat generally.
Yeah,
Compared
generally they're the front line.
they're the front line. They go in, so they're special. Like they
Also, Marines can't pick their job. Like when you join the Marines, you're told what you do.
Well, because
Like when I joined,
because they've been watching you
I
since
wanted
you're
to-
16 years old.
Yeah.
So they're gonna know what you're good for.
so
Yeah,
You
the
know,
Marines have been watching
I mean,
every
like-
meathead.
Yeah, on every fucking football
Yeah.
game.
They
lacrosse
do that.
game.
They do.
Well,
I mean,
USMC stands for Uncle Sam's Misguided Children.
There was a.
We'll make it okay. Army stands for Ain't Ready
But-
to Be a Marine Yet.
No, go ahead.
No, but empty jar is a jar head. They'll make you have an empty jar, and then they'll fill it with whatever the fuck they want.
Whatever. They
oh
want.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
what
those
the term
Marines,
jar
you
is.
know them from the time they're 12 years old. You know who's going to be a Marine just because that kid's already
I mean, not
snapping.
necessarily.
Yes, the real strong dude with the
snapping
speech
kiddies' necks and
impediment.
putting them in people's
It was your
mailboxes
best
and shit.
friend, the other guy with the speech impediment, but he was bigger than you.
Right. He sat right next to me at home.
Yeah. Which way did he go, Lee? Which way did he go?
But armies are when you're actually at war and you send the entire army. That's what, like an army.
Yeah, when
it
they're
took
like
me a
you
long
in one
time.
army. You know?
And
Yeah.
you bring the entire army, but the Marines. I generally think Marines are more meatheads, and they're very stereotypically like.
Yeah.
They
And
love being in the
and
Marines, though.
Army.
There's only two types of Marines: a living Marine and a dead Marine.
That's true.
There's no such thing as a next Marine.
and
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
Army
I
veteran.
mean, Hua came first, and that's Army, and Hoorah sounds like you have a cocking mouth afterwards.
That's true.
But,
I thought it was scent of a woman.
well, and
I feel like armies are
Hua.
very laid back.
it's heads up, asshole. Like, launch it on.
Oh, that's a real thing? I thought it
Grenade.
was just in the movie.
In
What,
the trenches
Hoorah?
of World War One.
Yeah.
No, that's a real thing.
You know the movie Scent of a Woman?
Yeah. Hua! Yeah,
the
that's
Ferrari
because
and-
that's because he was Al Pacino was in the army.
Cool.
Hua!
All right.
Heads up, asshole. Tossing a
It's an
grenade
acronym.
tossing a grenade from one trench to the other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's where it comes from?
Ooh-ah. Yep. I don't know what the Navy, Air Force, and Marine deviations are from, but that I do know.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So did you?
Are we just having Andrew's military corner right now? I've been out of the Army for 2 years and very happy. So it's like I got a divorce, like a new lease on life.
So did
That's
you,
the
you got
hair.
trained- You got trained to like shoot guns and shit, right? Too, or no? It was
Oh,
just-
yeah.
What's the coolest gun you ever shot?
I was an expert shot in my rifle, my pistol, my 50 cal.
What was the favorite thing you ever shooted?
Shooting.
Shooting.
The carrot tracker.
The 203, the canister grenade that's attached onto your M4.
All right, yeah,
You see the
what?
movies where it's just like you're shooting the
YouTube.
boom.
No.
That thing.
From like
Because
Grand Theft Auto when
you
you
tilt
do, like,
it,
left,
tilt
right,
it back,
down,
and there's
up,
just this little dial, and it's like you have to stop it on how many yards you want to toss it. But if you do it real quick, you just have it metronome style. And you're like, I'm guessing that's
whatever.
400. Boom.
I'm
That
not
was
pay-
definitely 300. That's
Wow.
only 300.
I'm not paying for these.
I'm not saying I killed people
You know?
doing that. I'm saying I got ranges and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
But that was the most fun. 50 cal, I mean, after your arms go numb for
Yeah.
a while and your erection goes down, it's average to shoot. But yeah, the 50 cal, you light fields on fire.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Wow.
yeah.
Do you own a gun now?
Nothing the government knows about.
So that's a
Nah,
no.
Nah, I don't. I'm probably going to buy a Mossberg in the next couple of months.
Mossbergs are always great to have on the shelf. My absolute favorite would possibly be the Akushnikov.
Yeah?
But
Can't have that pistol grip in New York, though. Because technically, obviously, a
That's an
pistol
assault-
grip makes
assault
a
rifle.
shotgun an assault rifle.
The gun store just opened up.
no,
right next to my job.
the Akushnikov, the AK.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, with the clip in front. If the clip is in front of the hand grip,
Yeah, but on a shotgun, if you put a pistol grip on, it becomes an automatic weapon. It makes sense if you don't think about it.
the Beretta came out with that semi-automatic 12 gauge, and it's like, seriously, who the fuck is gonna do this with a 12 gauge?
My buddy's a gun enthusiast. He sent me this article the other day of like Mossberg coming out with a 25 round shotgun. Like what? Dude, like, and this guy works IT. Like Nick Busso, my boy, but he fixes the computers in Stony Brook Hospital. You can't, like, what are you taking out the hospital just in just in case ISIS
So
takes
you
over
get
the
to
hospital?
shoot.
Or John
You
Q.
have to
Yeah.
shoot 25 times before reloading.
Yes.
But it's not just taking a shot, dude. This thing is like, boom,
Well, it's a shotgun, yeah.
boom.
I've played Halo.
Oh, my bad.
I've seen the
I didn't know you were
cockback
so-
action. I
I
know
didn't know
everything
you were so
there needs to
enthused.
know.
I mean, while we're on the topic of firearms, if I may tell a story about the first time I ever went to the range, right? Shout out to Ray Lamethon, my nigga. He's been helping me out a lot with this whole LeighAlity TV project and everything. So, yeah, but we've been friends for 100 years. He takes me to the range. Right? I'll go to the range. Oh, mom. Hands me 9mm semi-automatic Uzi.
And you thought because it was 9mm it didn't pack anything, right?
Well, I thought because it was an Uzi, it was just kind of like, in New York, you have to go bonk, 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 bonk. I
You thought
figured,
it was in like Airheads when they were shooting hot sauce?
an Uzi's,
you
an Uzi's just like a spray and pray type of fucking,
Yeah.
ammunition, right? And then, so he's like, all right, so line up the sights and aim for the target. And I do this, and there's these two sticks, and they're sticking up like this. And I go, boom, boom, and there's nothing going on over here. What's going on? Nobody ever told me there was
Front and rear sight aperture.
Right. Nobody told me there was holes in these little sticks. So if you look through the hole on the sticks,
Yeah.
you'll get your target. I'm just trying to line up these sticks. I'm like, whatever. Boom, boom. By the third shot,
You ever seen James Bond?
a bunch of times.
What do you think the circle in the beginning of the fucking movie is?
A sight.
Yeah,
But I
it's
didn't
a
know it
sight,
was
but you're
from
supposed to match up with the front one.
Right. I didn't know it was like
Wow.
a ooh-op, though,
I didn't know that was a whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't know it was it's Hollywood.
Come on, have you played GoldenEye?
So, by the time
Oh,
I
it's just
take
a
my
Uzi.
third shot, I drop my target.
And you're about, what, up?
Boom. No. My paper target is on the floor. Boom. I won. All these guys are sitting here shooting at this thing all day long, and it's standing there. It's got a bunch of holes in it, but it stays there. I shoot the target, it falls. Boom. My buddy Ray is showing me how to use the gun. He's standing right behind me and telling me what to do. Blah, blah, blah. I turn to look at him, and he's holding his face. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I shot the cable. Boom. It comes, it whips back and whacked him right in the head.
Oh my god.
My target drops, and he's holding his face. All you hear is a gunshot, and this guy's holding his face. Somehow, pointing that way, I shot my best friend in the face. You know?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's
Shot your friend's
insane.
eye out. That's impressive.
He's taller. You know? Like,
That's insane.
He saw us, so you're mad at him.
Does he have a scar?
no, it was just like a little like, bop. It was nothing, but you know, to fire a
How
shot.
far was this cable?
I think,
Well,
I
the
think
cable
he's kinda
goes
still
out,
trying to find a way for this
and
to be
it,
impressive.
Andrew
I
Barrett,
hit the cable.
Andrew Barrett, how in an indoor range, how far away is the
He
cable?
says he
target?
won. I like how he says he won.
Either 25 meters away or 50.
So in feet, 100 feet.
Yeah.
'Cause we're in America.
50 to like
We're
150.
back here in the homeland. We're back.
Right, 50 to 150 feet.
There you go. You know, and, well, no, I won because everybody was shooting
Probably
at
50
this
feet,
thing.
I'm guessing with you.
Yeah, you hit your friend in the face. You won. You won. That's winning.
That's
No, the target dropped.
winning.
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 Mr.
top-
Charlie Sheen.
He's winning. He's trying to stay positive
The
like Charlie
target
Sheen.
dropped. I don't know. Brian, ask Al, I guess, a question, please.
Where did you get your inspiration to do comedy?
My father raised me just watch whenever fuck he was around. He was at my PD, so I know you hate him.
Yeah, fuck
you.
Fucking Mr. Barrett. Fuck you.
Hey, don't talk shit about his
Yeah.
dad. He can talk shit about his dad. You can't talk shit about
cups
his
either.
dad.
But whenever my father was home, he would watch Monty Python, Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, or the old Dean Martin roasts. So mostly I had Monty Python and Don Rickles and Laurel and Hardy I like more than Abbott and Costello, which I know is blasphemy to some comedians. But then when I became a teenager, I found George Carlin and I just fell in love.
George Carlin, shit.
And yeah, I got a little bit older, and my cousin Blake put me on to Richard Pryor, and I was just sold for life. I know, I think that you can learn just as much from bad stand-up than good stand-up, so I try to
It's all
watch
an
everything I
experience.
can, and even like shit I don't like. I mean, unless you're a woman, but. No, joke. Sorry. I'm not used to like a crowd. Like when I'm telling jokes like this, I'm not used to like the reaction from the crowd. It's just like radio silence.
No,
Yeah.
That's why we encourage our student
kinda-
audience at all
yeah.
times. Anybody welcome to come hang out with us. You're always more
The
than
crowd's
welcome.
going wild, by the way, now.
Plenty of wine. We brought our one and only studio audience member onto the couch.
Yeah,
with
sure.
us.
Sure. I was here last week as an audience member, so this could be you.
Yeah.
Dreams come true, folks.
Yeah, if you come and you're an audience member, you might be on our
You
show.
drink with Lee West, you might be his humble guest.
That's the new opening song.
Please let someone else sing that. But yeah, that's how I've always been in love with comedy, and I know like 5 or 6 years ago, one of my best friends started doing it, and I would help him write jokes, and then one day
Who is he? Do we know him? Is he still doing comedy? Or
he's still doing comedy. He lives in Queens. You guys have never met him, but his name's Eric Lebanati. I went to college with him.
how you know Iron Man, man?
Yeah, what the
Alright,
fuck?
Come on, what's up with that? Kenny
Alright.
knows that dude.
Eric Lebanati, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
We played cribbage together.
I played Quidditch.
I don't want
with
to
him.
know what sex game that is, but
I played Quidditch.
It's
with
naked
both good
twi-
guys?
It's
What are you
naked
doing?
Twister with Vaseline on dots.
well then how you? Why?
him. Very acquainted.
as soon as you get 2 hands down, you're falling.
See, I admire the way you got inspired to it because, like, for me, like, what made me want to do comedy, the people that, like, really first I was like, wow, comedy's cool, was actually, like, Dan Cook. Dan Cook and Pablo Francisco.
See, well, listen, Paulo Francisco, there's nothing bad with Paulo Francisco besides the fact that he wrote a 1 hour set, and he's trying to make that be a career.
Yeah.
But I mean,
do you remember that time era?
I do. And Dane Cook, you know what? I never was a fan of Dane Cook, but I don't hate on Dane Cook either because all Dane Cook is a comic that understands how to write a joke. There's a formula to it. If you really want to do just that, like if you don't want to make your own, I'm trying to actually say this without being very.
You can be.
All right. Without like developing your own style and own personality and everything else, you can just use the formula to write jokes. And that's what Dane Cook does.
Right.
And the reason people hate Dane Cook is because he ascended so fast because he just
used the formula.
Yeah, he used the formula, but it wasn't even that like things worked out for him, and he like was immediately launched from like Comedy Central Presents into movies and shit like that. And I think that rise, like you guys know how much comedians hate each other.
Right.
I think people hate him because like he like took Louis C.K.'s jokes.
I mean, yeah, there's that too.
That was his downfall. But
it's not like, I mean, he wasn't like Carlos Mencia.
Sounds like LA's taking down the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It was more like he was using Louis C.K.'s jokes to try and do a different premise, but everybody was like, yo, it's been done before.
You want to do Comedy Corner?
Yeah.
The one impressive thing I can say about Dan Cook, that like even though he was the guy who actually started me, like
it's impressive how much he trusted his brother.
No.
His brother embezzled all his money, and that's why he's poor.
Really?
Yeah. His brother was like his manager or something.
Really?
And that's why he went back to doing stand-up and shit. His brother.
Nobody fucks you like family.
Wow.
Money. Oh, yeah.
His mother died, and his brother, was that the same brother the Burger King guy, probably? Wow, what a dick. But like, what really made me have a lot more respect for Dan
I don't
Cook,
check my facts. Check your facts.
I'm going to check them.
No.
What really made me respect Dan Cook was actually he was on a Louis episode.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that Louis episode? That was like that was huge, I felt, in the comedy world. Like he went on a Louis episode, and Louis, it's his show on FX, and Louis, the entire episode was Louis trying to find tickets to Lady Gaga for his daughter.
I saw that.
And he asked.
So it's this past season, right?
No, it was like 3 seasons ago.
Yeah,
4 years ago.
Yeah,
and he finds out that Dane Cook's manager is the only manager that's the same manager as Lady Gaga. So he has to approach Dane Cook, and they actually confront each other about the stealing jokes.
Yeah,
that's right.
And they confront each other.
But doesn't that make you get over it? It's not like Carlos Mencia has ever confronted George Lopez. Because, like, that's...
Martin!
And it made me respect Louis C.K. 10 times more for
calling him out.
To bring him, not calling him out, but calling him out initially, which is what was the downfall of Dan Cook's career. But then bringing him back and being like, you know what, even though, like, I did this here, let's
hash this out in the open.
No. Louis C.K. wanted to embarrass the shit out of him.
Yeah, you think?
He definitely did, because he went to Dane Cook and he brought him the script and he said, listen, I'm going to have you on the show. My show's huge right now. And Dane Cook said, all right, I'll be on your show, but can we change this? And he's like, no, you have to do the scene exactly like this. And Dane was like, well, I'm really uncomfortable with this. And he said, well, if you don't do it, I'll just get somebody else to play you.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I believe Kenny, he's up to date on
that sounds like Louis C.K. too.
It was like an inside the actor studio thing. God, it's a guy who interviews comics all the time, but he said it flat out. Louis C.K. is like an arrogant dude. Like he just wanted him to come on the show and admit and make him look like a fool.
And he did look like a fool on the show. The entire script.
There is some redemption in that, though.
Let's do Comedy Corner. Let's do Comedy Corner.
Comedy Corner. All right. Well, this is an aspect of the show we call Comedy Corner, where we all try to just joke about material we are currently writing that we're working on.
New premise.
If we have new premises that we thought of throughout the week, we come up and we do Comedy Corner, where we try to tell their jokes and see how they go with us comedians here sitting here.
All right.
What was it? What did I say in the car? You were like, you should make that a joke. What was that? What was that? What did I say?
Oh,
It
you
was a
said
great premise. You
no,
know,
he
you
said-
perfected to be
he
funny.
said this is what he said. He goes I know that I have to cut my toenails.
Oh yeah.
I know I have to cut my toenails when my pubes are growing long.
Like yeah, when I manscape, I cut my toenails. They're like the timing coincides, and I found this to
Really?
be weird.
You know your toenails are supposed to grow so much slower than
Yeah,
that.
really. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, what is wrong with your pubes
He's
or
got-
your toenails?
You got super vitamin B.
Wait, now I'm concerned. It's not a joke anymore, ladies and gentlemen.
He says,
I'm
you know what, Lee?
amazed.
It's
You
not,
let
like,
it
it's
grow
not
out.
like anyone here used to be a medic or anything.
Do you let him grow out?
No,
to,
wait,
like,
no,
3
seriously,
long
that, you
hairs?
should look at that.
Like,
I don't know. You know,
How
I do the thing about every 3 weeks. About every 3 weeks.
about every 3 weeks.
Once
You
I
only
grab,
shave once though?
once I grab on a sock, I change my socks 3 or 4 times a day.
OD
Really?
graded.
Oh,
Are you one of those guys?
I bring socks with me to work. I fucking change my
Lee
socks.
was a nom, so.
Nah,
Fuck care. It's very important in now.
you know,
I
my leg got blown off. They gave me another boot.
I
You
could
talk
agree
about it,
with
but
it.
you don't know what
I
it's
could
like.
agree with it though. I could go. The thing is, I'm in a relationship, so I really don't
So
care.
he changes his socks every 4 days.
No, I really don't care about being completely clean shaven. Like
Doesn't gotta be perfect.
like I don't
but
have to be perfect. Like I mean, if it's really bad, I'm gonna.
When
shave
she
it.
does this, the first time she does this,
No, past a certain length you get itchy, right?
you know.
No,
That's when I
No,
shave.
that's over here. I do this.
I don't get itchy.
No, my balls start itching. when I
Nah,
shave
my
balls.
balls.
I shave when I want to look bigger.
My personal condition, my balls are always
So you
over.
shave every
Yeah.
day?
That's
So
what
I don't have to, like my girlfriend's gonna like fuck me and blow me regardless. It's, it gets to a point where like
Shout
you know
out,
what,
you got any friends?
it gets to a point I shave when I'm like, oh, I feel bad for her. Like that's how I feel.
Meanwhile,
That's
she's shaving for you all the fucking time.
Yeah,
I
of
don't have a
course.
girlfriend now, but I've had long-term girlfriends. But you ever been like, oh man, it's only phoning it in tonight, and then you like go home later on that night and
Honest-
she's worse than you are, and
hand
you're
to
like,
God.
you know what? Fuck it. Like you don't want to shave, neither do I.
Yo, and the God, right? Me and my girlfriend, we got, it was fun.
girlfriend,
We had a
right.
great time. We got matching rings, right? And like they spin, and they're cool or whatever. And like her hand was on my whatever, and it got caught.
On the hair?
And she was like,
Oh, on the hair,
Plunk.
that's not so bad.
and it was
Alright,
like,
yeah.
boo!
I thought you were saying she like grip sack
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
Like,
No, no, no.
Like
Her
pinch
hair got caught in the ring that spins. You know what I mean? So it was like,
Yeah, but it just took the hair out.
it took the hair out. Because you army guys are used to that kind of.
Yo,
Oh,
little
dude.
pulling, pew pulling. All they do is
You know what?
You know what? That's what we did in the Middle East. We pulled pews.
Yeah, they do that as
Oh,
anti-terror
once they
shit.
established that waterboarding was illegal, we were just pulling pubes.
Right, they gas chamber them so they grow accustomed to it.
right.
They throw water at them so they grow accustomed to the extreme heat so they grow accustomed to it. Blink, 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 blink. So they grow accustomed to it, you know?
My ball hair hasn't been long enough to pull out in a long time, but when it was, would plink be really the
And honestly,
sound?
you might be right. It's like a violin string, you know?
Yeah.
To bring it all
Well,
back,
if you just pull it out, and then
to bring it all back,
We're out of time.
No, to bring it all back, I think you can make this a joke.
I'm the only guy that got in Comedy Corner this season.
So to bring it back, I think
Oh, jeez.
I think you can take that, and he decides he trims his pubes and he cuts his toes at the same time, so he could like just look at his dick and be like, oh shit, I have to cut my toenails.
Kinda
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you just get it in the same frame.
he doesn't even have to. He can keep it in the shoes.
QB.
He just, oh shit, my toenails are getting long. Like, you know, like.
I know it's time to cut my toenails when I'm fucking a bitch and they slice her Achilles tendon in half.
Yeah, see, that happens.
That's
what happens,
Time
like-
to cut my toenails.
Cause I like me and my girl, you know, nobody cuddles all night. Nobody does that.
No, I did it once.
No.
I do
it
if
for-
someone falls asleep, you shove that person the fuck
Yes,
away.
yes.
One night we fell asleep and 8 hours later woke up in the same position and then she fucked her roommate and I was like, oh, that wasn't love at all.
That was drugs.
That was the most beautiful story I've
No,
heard.
like when I lay how I lay, and then I just like to hook the ankle. Just like, yeah, stick your foot out. Stick your foot out. I'll do this. We'll sleep like that. That's the amount of touching we're doing. You know, like, and that's it.
I feel like we're in a relationship.
We are in a relationship. Stop like we're not.
Hey guys.
I see that too.
Hey, I can't reach. Guys, I feel left out. No.
You feel inferior?
Guys, we're almost out of time. Actually, we're way out of time.
No, actually, no. We have 5 more minutes.
Oh, yeah, because we started.
Have you ever
with
been in an accident?
Car?
What happens when you get into an accident, Mr. Lee West? I just got into a fender bender. Who should I call?
The only person you should call is my good friends George and George Jr. Swirtle at Swirtle's Auto Body.
Schwirtle's the auto body?
They're in Islandia.
Islandia?
200 Blydenburg Road, to be exact.
200 Blydenburg Road. You don't say.
In Islandia.
Islandia.
Tell them you heard about it on LeighAlity TV.
Where?
LeighAlity TV.
LeighAlity TV? That sounds awesome.
LeighAlity TV is such a fun thing.
It's so great.
George and George Jr. Swirtle, 200 Blydenburg
Swirtle
Road,
Jr.
and in Islandia.
Oh, shit.
It always sounds like a Pokemon. Swirtle.
So fun.
Could give a shout out.
Yeah, absolutely.
A shout out to my boy Quentin Davis.
Quentin Davis?
I deployed with him. He's a vet. He's doing comedy. He's doing his thing up in Troy, New York. Very funny. Go see him.
Yes.
He is like me, but not white. Probably prettier.
If he's not white,
He's got
probably
a 6
pretty.
pack. I bring 6 packs places.
Oh, yeah.
So who's more
Not
valuable?
sure who we like better. You know?
I don't know. You're trying to get laid or drunk.
That's a nice surface to do coke off of. You get me drunk. I don't know how to do it. It's a hard trick.
Coke, drunk. I don't know.
I thought they went hand in hand. People that do coke.
Well, normally the
do
person
drunk.
with the 6 pack doesn't have the coke. The person with the 6 pack of beer has the coke.
Yeah, but you can't do coke off of a potbelly.
Sure you can.
No, you can do coke about
Yeah, if you're sweating.
Pop Molly's, I'm sweating.
Why do you need to do it off the individual?
I don't know. I
That's what I'm
thought, I
asking.
thought that's what you guys were getting at. I guess I'm kind of weird. Because he has a 6 pack and you have a 6 pack. I'm like, I don't know. That's kind of fucking weird. Never mind. I have weird thoughts.
Do ya?
I have weird thoughts.
Do ya?
Suicide.
I have a lot of
Keep him up at night, right?
I have a lot of carrot tractors in my head.
Bro, we used to carrot tractor. I just envisioned Bugs Bunny throwing them shits right on the thing, singing a little song, hi hoes, I got a big old hose, or whatever. I don't know.
Bugs Bunny's in the 7 Dwarfs.
Yeah, I know. You
That's a lesser known comic.
There's a crossover that we never know.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny's like, I should have taken that left turn. Ah, Jesus.
Albuquerque.
Snow White and the 7
Albuquerque.
Tasmanian Devils.
Well, you know who messes up my house all the time? Is
Elmer
that,
Fudd.
no, the drunk
Drunkly?
Drunkly. But we call him the drunk Tasmanian devil because there's like
Because
socks,
you need an alter ego to make
there's
yourself feel better.
socks and just food remnants everywhere.
Lee, I've known you for a while. I haven't known this sock thing.
Dude, the
And I'm
sock
just
thing is
cracking
real,
up about it.
son.
Sock struggle's real, son.
I just noticed, like, as like the weeks and weeks, days go by, like, it's getting worse.
4 pairs a day.
You have
3,
OCD?
4.
How many socks do you have holes in?
No one of my. Oh, jeez, I hold them up to the
So
light like
you-
this.
Okay. So
If-
you
if I
need
could-
new socks, and you need 28 pairs of socks a week.
If I can
That-
see light through the socks, they go in the garbage. I do the laundry like this.
You can't pronounce caricature, but you need 28 pairs of socks a week.
About that, I mean, like, cause I got like a big, the drawers are big and deep, and then one of them is just like total socks across the board. Kenny refuses to even look at my bedroom, so he would have no idea. But
Has that killed the
So,
romance?
guys,
Guys,
what's hot? What's hot this week?
nothing's hot. Nothing's hot. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
April 8th, we're doing a stand-up comedy
Way
show.
before that, March 4th.
March 4th.
March 4th, me and Brian Kataya will be presenting live comedy
At,
at Gateway
which is
in the Clarion in Ronkonkoma,
Ronkonkoma. That's
straight
our way.
across the street
Sure,
from the
that'll be a good show.
Applebee's.
Check it out.
So you go to the Applebee's, have a little
The
something to eat,
Applebee's, they're plural.
and then we go tell some jokes in the Clarionions.
Yeah, and
Downstairs.
if you know a veteran that needs any help, project9line.org.
Project9line.org,
And if,
MrLeighWest.com.
if you want to book a veteran comics, contact Brian Kateo or Andrew Barrett.
So I'm like, I know this guy since I started comedy. He's been my buddy. You guys know how long he's been my buddy. The other day we have some email stuff going on. I'm like, Brian, what's your email? It's like BrianKataya@gmail. I was like, oh. I felt like such a dick face for not knowing his email because it's his name and just @gmail.com.
You know we got it.
You're a dick.
Yeah, I was like, LA, what's your email? He's like, LA@StrongIsland.com. I was like,
What's your
Oh.
email, Lee?
LeighWest@gmail.com.
Mine's whatif121.
You didn't even email me.
You didn't get it? I wonder who got
Keep it
the
old
email.
school. I made one
sent you the
email.
contract.
I thought I'd never.
All right.
Oh, you did?
All right, guys, let's get the fuck out of here. We're way over
much,
time. Andrew Barrett, thank you very, very much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Kenny, Brian, you guys are the
My
mans.
pleasure.
The viewers at home, we
We're the
love
men.
you guys.
The
You two
man's-
switch, we would be in beard order.
You guys are talking way out of Beardly. LeighAlity TV, Gmail, obviously, but
Project9line.org.
Represent
Do you have a
AOL,
website? Do you have
but-
someplace they can contact you?
how do they get a hold of you?
Ask Brian.
X Brian at project9line.org.
Whatif121.
That's the
at
guy with
AOL.com.
glasses. That's a hashtag, guy with glasses. I'm Mr. LeighAlity. We love you guys. It's been a wonderful show. See you next Wednesday. Pieces, deuces, pieces. Peach out. See, sort you later.
See ya.
I did get the email.